Hello, my name is Jay Carpenter. I'm founder of PHONEWORD Workshops and also a member of PHONEWORD Workshops LLC. And today is Thursday, October 22nd, 2020. It is 9 a.m. Arizona time. And this is our weekly session of the PHONEWORD Workshops. And today we're going to be basically doing a little summary. It's an open session. And we're also going to be putting the workshops on pause for a bit while we further develop the PHONEWORD Workshops global directory. So let's go ahead and get started. And I am going to screen share, get into the presentation. So bear with me just a moment. Okay, you should be able to see the presentation now. So the intention of the PHONEWORD Workshops is to have a hands-on experience for people that are looking to get involved with the global directory, that are looking to create listings in the global directory, and for people that are interested in becoming registrars or entities that are interested in becoming registrars and other interested parties, part of the ecosystem that's under development. So we've covered several topics since August, and we'll do a little brief review of that. And then I'll talk a little bit about what's next, some of the benefits, what's a canary, and then if anybody has joined us, we'll talk a little bit about questions, answers, and suggestions. So let's take a look at what we've covered. This basically was sparked by an event called HackFS that was from July 6th through August the 6th, 2020. And although the PHONEWORD Workshops has been in existence for some time now, it was HackFS that basically sparked us to form a team and actually build out an initial prototype of the global directory, which we did. And although we did that, we did a lot of the work by hand, and now we're in the process of automating the creation of listings in the global directory and other aspects of the global directory. So our first workshop was an introductory workshop on August the 13th, and you can find the recordings to these workshops at phonewordworkshops.com under the YouTube channel. They're all recorded, and they're usually 30 minutes or less, sometimes only 10, 15 minutes. And the intention was to start to create a set of tutorials, workshops, and a way for people to get involved with the global directory and also to learn about the global directory. Our directory initially is centered around Raspberry Pi small board computers. And let me go off of screen share for just a moment. And basically, this is what we call a canary. This is a Raspberry Pi with a 7-inch touch screen. And this is the hardware that we're building the network upon, the decentralized peer-to-peer network. And we've talked about that a bit. So I invite you to take a look at those sessions because we show what the Canary and what the Raspberry Pi can do, although this is not confined to the Raspberry Pi mesh network. The directory can be run in the cloud. You can access it via the cloud and so forth. So let me go back to screen share. And so here we had the Raspberry Pi session. Then we talked on August the 27th about how to claim a listing, actually a couple listings in the global directory. And that is open to Desert Blockchain citizens as well as people that participated in the HackFS event. and that will be open till the end of the year for the people that participated in HackFS. We had another session that went a little deeper into the overall structure of the global directory on September 3rd. We talked about public keys, public-private keys, which is a key piece that was on September the 10th, how those work. We had an open session again on September the 17th. And then we talked about peer-to-peer messaging. We had a little demonstration of that on September 24th. We talked about hashing, a cryptographic construct that's at the foundation of not only the excuse me, global directory, but also blockchain. And we talked a little bit about how hashing works. We went over some resources as to how you can learn more about hashing. Then on October the 8th, we talked about IPFS and decentralized networks. Initially, IPFS, the Interplanetary File System, is a core part of the PhoneWord Workshops global directory. And since that time, actually on October the 15th, IPFS and the Protocol Labs community and ecosystem has launched the Filecoin mainnet, which is now live and trading and operating. And that is also another key piece to the global directory. On October 15th, last week, we went over Node-RED, which is another element of the mesh networking and the control of the addressing and global directory. And it's also a very powerful tool for a number of different applications, including the Internet of Things. And then today we're having an open session, and we're basically just talking about where we've been, where we're going, when we won't be pinning down exactly when we'll be resuming these workshops, but the workshops will be resumed once we get the directory more developed, more automated. So let's take a look. This is a snapshot of part of the global directory where we have human-friendly phrases and addresses that are paired with machine-friendly addresses, in this case, that are part of the Interplanetary File System. And these happen to be peer IDs that start with QMU. And that we've gone over this almost every session, so I won't go over it again, but this gives you a little snapshot as to how the fundamentals of the global directory. We've created some videos, some resources, and they are your best introduction to the global directory, how it works, and so forth. And we've also referenced some books. We've talked about the CANARY, which I just showed you, which is designed to be a device to connect you to a decentralized peer-to-peer network that is not tracked, and surveilled by the traditional services, social media, and so forth. It is truly peer-to-peer. There's a new degree of control that you have over your data, and you can purchase these CANARY devices through Desert Blockchains, and we are offering a money-back 60-day guarantee, no questions asked. If you try it, it doesn't work out for whatever reason, you can get your money back on whatever equipment you purchase through Desert Blockchains, or you can simply go out, if you've got a Raspberry Pi, you can put this all together on your own. So here is our channel that we are running every day, 1111 PhoneWord workshops, and we are creating a listing service where you can create your own workshop or your own listing with a easy to remember phrase, and you can then turn around and offer that for sale in the open marketplace. I just went over this, who's eligible to create listings, and this is our initial pilot group. And we will be talking more about the listings. We do want to emphasize that this is an experimental project. All listings are subject to change or removal at any time. Use this at your own risk without warranty of service or quality. It's projects for educational and experimental purposes only. There's no emergency E911 services, as with basically any, almost any internet peer-to-peer connection that you have. And here's our money-back guarantee on equipment purchased. You can contact us through 1111 PhoneWord Workshops. And here's how you can connect to the IPFS PubSub channel, assuming you have a IPFS node running and you have enabled the experimental PubSub conditions. And we've done sessions on that. So that's basically it. This presentation will be linked at the bottom. I'll stop screen sharing. And basically, stay tuned. We will resume these workshops once we get the directory more fully automated and at the next level of operation, which we are working on currently. And you will have an opportunity to connect during these sessions and learn how to use the directory, learn how to create your own channel, how to create services associated with that channel, and create value for your business, your enterprise, or others that you might be interested in working with. So again, my name is Jay Carpenter. Thank you for tuning in, and you should check the meetup.com under desert-blockchain for the future workshops as they will be scheduled. And there's no cost to become a member of Desert Blockchain, and that's your best way to stay on top of developments in the PhoneWord Workshops global directory as they happen. So thank you for your time and attention, and feel free to reach out to me and contact me with any questions. So thank you. We'll look forward to connecting with you sometime in the near future. Goodbye.